Hello and welcome to This is a Football Show. I'm Ben Chadwick, joined by Brian Burke and Jack Kemmler. Saketh Kodori may be joining us. He may not be joining us. That is TBD. That's going to be to be decided later on, guys. But today, we're going to be going over a Week 10 preview as well as our picks that we always put in. So real quick, just want to put up our records from last week. Me, Jack, and Saketh killing it as always, 11-2, only 2 games wrong. Brian and Will 10-3, still very good, but Brian just not as good as he could be. So that's unfortunate.
And Ben, we want to say you and me. No Saketh. We don't like Saketh today. Only you and me.
That's true. Yeah. Jack, comma, and Ben are at 11-2. That's what we're working with right now. But guys, let's jump in right to the Thursday night football game that we have going on tomorrow night. Of course, it's always a barn burner. It's always a great game on Thursday night football. We're going to continue that streak. We got the 4-5 Falcons at the 2-7 Panthers. So, Brian, you want to talk a little bit on who you're picking, why you're picking them?
Personally, I think this is going to be a snooze fest, but I got to pick the Falcons. They had a close game with the Chargers this week, and Chargers are an elite team. This year, I expect them more, but I feel like they haven't been putting on a show lately. But yeah, Falcons could even win the division. I mean, the Bucks are doing pretty good, but I feel like the Falcons could always take it over. But Panthers are just in a mess right now. Fire their head coach. The quarterback position is terrible. And I feel like the Falcons is the best choice right here.
Jack?
I mean, these primetime games, really just the prime video games are just, it's bad. And they give us this. This is even worse. I'll go with the Falcons as well just because of the Panthers. They don't know where they really are with their QB and their coach. And the Falcons, they got Cordell Patterson back. I love Cordell Patterson. He's like a freak athlete. He can play like QB, tight end. He could play He could shoot some jump shots in NBA. That guy's crazy. With him back, I think he's going to run all over the field and give me Falcons by at least 2 scores, I think.
Yeah, Jack, you said these are the Amazon Prime video games, and that they invested so much money, so it's really unfortunate to see like such a small business be kind of crushed by these terrible games. So you really feel bad for Amazon, as I'm sure everyone else does. That was a joke. I don't think anyone got it. Appreciate it, boys. I'm gonna go.
Wait, what happened?
I was saying Amazon was a small business company, so you got to feel bad.
Oh, for horrible games. I kind of zoned out.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, that really boosted my self-esteem. Yeah, I'll go Falcons too. Well, I mean, what reasoning do you want? Mariota's been doing okay. He looks like an average quarterback. Patterson's back, which is fun. Drake London's always been okay. Kyle Pitts has been okay. It's a very okay team playing a very bad team. That's all there is to it for this first game. So yeah, Falcons. But I think we'll hop right into the 1:00 games. Bit more exciting. We got the Seahawks, who are 6-3, at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are 4-5. Both teams coming off of a win. Brian, I know you got the Seahawks jersey, but Jack, your hand is up, so I'll go with you first.
Real quick, it's a 9:30 game. It's at Munich, Germany.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, I knew that.
That should be fun. I heard the tickets sold out almost immediately as soon as they were posted too.
Well, Germany fans, and I'm not going to say that, but they're going to get crazy in the stands. So yeah.
I mean, they have Bayern Munich, and now they're going to have NFL football. They could be getting a new team, guys, in the NFL like permanently. I don't know if you guys have heard about that. NFL is trying to expand, and when they do, they're trying to add 8 new teams. So we're going to be going to England, Canada, Mexico, Germany. We're going to be hitting every aspect.
I think we should talk about that. I mean, I don't know if I agree with the Europe, but Canada and Mexico add 4-5 teams 4 to 6 teams over there would be good. I like that.
Yes, I mean like places like St. Louis is a great spot to go to.
Oh, yeah.
Milwaukee, I know they have Green Bay, but Milwaukee's another spot. Sacramento. So there's some spots in the U.S., but to be honest, I think Germany and like London could be fun, and it will be brutal travel-wise.
That's horrible
for the players. But those teams would have probably the most emphatic fan bases because it's their first year ever having an NFL team. So I think that could be good. No, honestly, real quick, Jack, you think which one of those places do you think is the best spot to have an NFL team be put in there for an expansion?
Definitely like Canada, like Ottawa, any like Montreal, those big cities in Canada, because cold weather football, it's a match. It's a match made in heaven.
Brian?
Yeah, they already have a football league, Canadian Football League. It's not the same, but I feel like if they brought NFL teams there, be even more exciting. You get maybe more games in the season, and yeah.
Yeah, so we'll get right into the Seahawks-Bucks game. Brian, I'll have you start. Just surprise us with who you're going to pick here.
It doesn't matter if their Seahawks are in Germany, London, or even in the U.S. They're going to beat the Bucks, and I got them by 30. Even I feel like they can.
Whoa,
crush yeah.
Wow.
Barely win against the Rams, and I feel like the Seahawks will crush the Bucks. Defense is playing great, offense even playing better. Yeah, I feel like Geno Smith, Kenneth Walker carry to the dub.
Wow, Jack.
I mean, I have the Seahawks too, but 30 is a lot. This Bucks defense is good, but we can't even say like their last week win was good. That was not good. The Rams are horrible. The Bucks are horrible. They're both horrible teams, in my opinion. I could see Brady blowing up, but not right now. I'm not counting on it. So definitely the Seahawks. And my bright spot for the Seahawks is Kenneth Walker. It's one of those guys that like you're wondering like why wasn't he picked in the first round? He was amazing. He was amazing at Michigan State. Like now he's playing amazing with the Seahawks. Makes no sense. If you look at the Seahawks rookie class, Tariq Woolen, Charles Cross, and there was another alignment in there. They've been amazing this year.
Yeah, I think it was Stone Forsythe they got. I think that was the other guy. But I'll be honest, guys. When they took Kenneth Walker in the draft, I'm a big NFL draft guy. I did not think that it was a good pick. I'll be completely honest. Like I know we know what we know now, and obviously I'm wrong. But I don't know if you guys ever heard of Boye Mafe out of Minnesota. I thought that was the perfect pick for them. He's an edge rusher. And, I was thinking like, oh, they already got Chris Carson. They got Rashad Penny. Both those guys just crumbled and they fell apart. So Kenneth Walker is honestly, he might be the steal of the entire draft. And then obviously Geno Smith is just cooking. He looks like a top 5 quarterback right now. So, I mean, as much as I like the Bucks just because it's always Tom Brady at the helm, now I'm second guessing myself, but I'll go with Tampa Bay. I'm gonna have Brady. I'm gonna have Brady beating the Seahawks.
Wow.
I know, Brian. It's disappointing.
Wow, that's a shocker right there.
I gotta switch it up a little bit. It's always no. All right, I was gonna say something about Geno Smith. I take it back. I love Geno Smith, but
you can't stop down him. Like he's playing 9 great games.
He's a top 5 quarterback in the NFL at the moment. Like that's undeniable. He's an incredible guy, but yeah, I'll go Bucks. It pains me to say it too because I love what Geno's been doing, but it's always Brady, and I'm trying to win that trophy at the end of the year for the best record. So I'll take the Bucks, and Brian and Jack are going to take the Seahawks. Yeah, Jack.
Let's not talk about this season. Geno Smith is better than Kyler Murray.
Yeah,
he's just better. Kyler Murray gets paid way too much.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, way too much.
And I'm sure the new Call of Duty is very fun. But I mean, is it really that fun to be missing like practices and stuff like that? I don't think so.
I've played the Call of Duty. It's not fun.
It's not. So it's not even worth it.
The maps are horrible. I mean, gosh.
He's just doing it to get out of practice at this point. That's all it is.
Did you see that Buda Baker video?
I did. And I'm completely with him. I would be as upset as he is.
Yeah, I mean, they should be way better.
I think it makes a lot of sense. I don't know if you guys know. There's like the kind of mid-season Hard Knocks that they do. They had it for the Colts last year. They got it for the Cardinals. I'm sure that is an incredible watch right now. This is such a divisive team. They're not good. They're not bad. Some great players, but then for some reason it's not coming together. So the Cardinals are going to be an interesting one. We'll get to them later on in the episode too. But yeah, I don't know what is going on in Arizona. But now we'll finally get into the 1:00 games. And the first one we're going to be getting into is a barn burner. And I'm not saying it in a satire way this time. We got the Vikings, who are 7-1 at the 6-2 Bills. And before we make any of our picks, I just want to throw something up there just to see if I can sway any of you. We got Kirko Cousins.
Look at this. I mean,
we got a little Kirko.
This is a crazy. I mean, he's right. He's absolutely strapped. And he said later in the interview that he's been like this since college. I mean, who knew that? Kirk Cousins and those chains, like at least like $1 million on his neck right there. I mean,
yeah, and he said in college they always kind of mold you to look great at the beach, and then he realized like, hey, Brady and those guys don't look like that. But I mean, if he's trying to train just for pure health and athletics, I think he still looks incredible, guys. He's in his 30s right now. He's got all those chains around his neck. Definitely not prescription glasses, but they look great. So I mean, Lo Kirko, I mean, he is ruining the league right now. He is burning it down. And I'll start it off. I think my pick for this game is going to be the Bills. I know I built it up. I feel like Will right now, but I simply cannot see the Bills losing more than one game this season in a row. There's no shot they ever lose 2 straight games. I love the Vikings. Me personally, I'll throw this out there. We could debate it a little bit if you want. I think the Vikings are the best team in the NFC, but I think the Bills are the best team in the NFL. So for me, I'm going to go with the Bills. Brian?
Let's go back and say about the NFC. I don't think the Vikings are the best team in the NFC. I think they're a close second. I feel like the Eagles, even though I feel like their schedule is like really easy, I feel like they're better than the Vikings. And I feel like they got the more talent, and I feel like their defense is better. I could say it like that. And I feel like the Eagles take the number 1 spot in the NFC.
Yeah, that is fair. I mean, it is very close. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, the Vikings had a great win against the Dolphins. They started off the season with a great win against the Packers. Those 2 wins alone are more impressive than any win that the Eagles have. I know, obviously, the Eagles did beat the Vikings earlier in the season, so that kind of is a bit of a stone in my argument there. But I still think the Vikings are better and will be better. This Kirk Jefferson connection, guys, it is undeniable. They are not the best QB wide receiver duo in the league, but it's one of the best wide receivers, and I want to say a top 12 quarterback in the league. You still got Dalvin Cook. Defense is looking great. So for me, I think Minnesota is the best team in the NFC. Jack, you got anything to say about that?
That the Vikings are the best team in the NFC?
Yeah.
No. I mean, I hate the Eagles a lot. You probably hate the Eagles a lot, but I have to give it up to them. They're that good. They're that good of a team. And they're definitely the best in the NFC. Could be argued best in the NFL, but I don't agree with that.
All right. Hey, we'll find out this week. Maybe the Eagles lose one to the Commanders, although it is highly unlikely, but I would love to see it. I'm going to be a massive Commanders fan on Monday night. But, guys, I want to just round up the picks. So I'm going with Buffalo here. Brian, who are you going with?
I feel like Vikings will be a close game with the Bills, but it's at home advantage. I'm going to take the Bills and the Bills Mafia.
Jack?
I don't think we really realize that like a sprain in UCL is basically like a partial tear. His elbow is going to be killing him if they play him. I think they should sit him for at least 3 weeks because they're going to be in the playoffs. So just keeping him fully healthy in the playoffs will be good. A sprain in the UCL as a baseball player, it's so bad, and that might be long term from him, like Tommy John if it gets it worse. So even if they play him, I'm still going the Vikings.
Yeah, I know McDermott. I'm pretty sure he said it's nothing that they're too serious about. Obviously, if Allen's out, I would love to change my pick over to Minnesota. But for me, if Allen's playing, I'm going to go with Buffalo. We'll move on to our next 1 o'clock game here. We got the 2-6 Detroit Lions heading over to Soldier Field to play the 3-6 Chicago Bears. Brian.
I know the Bears last week, they played against the Dolphins. They lost, but it looks like Justin Fields is the guy to go with for maybe the next couple of years. He played amazing, but I'm going to take the Lions with this one. But I feel like the Lions have more talent than the Bears.
Jack?
I saw a stat last week, and I don't remember the exact number, but it was like bottom 20 worst defense of all time, the Lions. Of all time. Justin Fields running around against that horrible Lions defense. Give me the Bears. I love what Justin Fields is doing right now. I picked him up in fantasy. I traded Tua just because I want Justin Fields.
Justin Fields?
I got back to Dante Foreman. You know, my running backs aren't that great, so
okay.
I just think Fields, a running quarterback, if they stay healthy, which I mean, likely they all do. Lamar's been healthy, so in the game, Bears a lot.
And Jack, I mean, you mentioned they're one of the worst defenses of all time, bottom 20. Obviously the worst defense in the NFL this year. I would make the argument the Bears are the second worst defense.
Yeah, that is very true.
Which is very unfortunate because it's not like these offenses are absolutely elite and outstanding, but it'll be a surprisingly high scoring game in my opinion. But it'll be a high scoring game that the Bears will take the win in. So I got the Bears winning at Soldier Field. We'll move on to our next 1:00 game. We have the 3-5 Denver Broncos heading over to the Tennessee Titans, who are 5-3. Brian.
It's got to be the Titans with this one. Home field advantage, and the Titans defense has been like really slept on lately. I feel like they could be top 10 defense in the league. I feel like they've been like elite. They kept the Chiefs to a 20-point game. That's insane. So I'm gonna take the Titans with this one.
Jack,
I'm gonna definitely take the Titans as well. I'm not very happy about Malik Willis having the ball, unless is Tannehill coming back.
I'm not 100% sure.
I like Tannehill way better. Malik Willis came out of Liberty. He's going to need some time to progress. I think he'll be good, but he's going to need some time to progress out of that college. And he didn't look good against the Chiefs. Even though he did throw some darts, if you were watching, he threw some lasers. And the Broncos, I mean, just only defense. Offense is horrible. Their best offensive players like Greg Dolch.
It's not looking good in Denver.
Yeah. And the big credit I want to show to the Titans is Mike Vrabel. That guy is an absolute – he's a top 5 coach in my opinion. That Titans team is nowhere near where they are without him. So definitely with this one, I'll go the Titans.
The talent on that roster is not deserving of being a 1 seed last year and being 5-3 right now. It doesn't make any sense that they're 5-3 in the 1 seed last year. Vrabel, I'm not going to say coach of the year, but just because their record isn't really that good enough, especially being the 1 seed last year. But I'm going to pick the Titans as well. You know, the Brian hit it on the nose for me. That defense is unreal. I love their D-line. You got Jeffrey Simmons. You got Tart. I love Andrew Adams at the safety. I think their defense makes an argument for being a top 6 or top 7 defense in the NFL so far this year. And I think they just absolutely dominate Russell Wilson, who is just a shell of himself. So I'm going to take Tennessee. He is, Brian. I'm sorry.
He's not him on the Broncos. He's not cooking up in Denver. So,
Brian, I'm sorry. He is not a good quarterback anymore.
Yeah, I also want to say about like the Titans, like their GM does not help out Vrabel at all. I mean, he trades away AJ Brown. Like what? They need a backup Vrabel there.
AJ Brown, I always, and I know I could be saying this just because of how good he's doing. I always thought he was severely underrated in Tennessee. I know the stats weren't incredible. I mean, it was consistent 1,000-yard receiver alongside Derrick Henry in that run game. He always made Tannehill look way better, and they just trade him away. But Vrabel's still cooking over there in Tennessee. But yeah, Brian, we're talking about Russell Wilson. I'm a big Russell Wilson fan of the past. I thought he was gypped out of a couple MVPs, if we're being honest. But man, he is. I don't think he can put it together at all for the rest of his career, especially in Denver.
Yeah, I mean he has the weapons, Jerry Jeudy, Patrick Surtain, but he's getting paid too much to do bare minimum at this point. He's probably well, not really arguably, most disappointing quarterback.
By far, yeah.
I'll put it out there. Derek Carr is pretty disappointing this season, especially with Devontae Adams. But we can talk about that later.
So you're okay with me saying that Russell Wilson's a bad quarterback?
Well, since he's not in Seattle, yeah, you could tell him. You could say that he's a bad quarterback.
Okay, all right, good. We'll move on to the next game then. That Brian will finally concede that Russell Wilson's not good anymore. Of course, he's not on Seattle. Gotta help Brian out there. We got another 1:00 game. The Jags are 3-6, heading over to Arrowhead Stadium. The Chiefs are 6-2. Jack,
I'm higher on the Chiefs than probably anybody. I think they're the Super Bowl favorite. I think Mahomes is the MVP favorite.
The Super Bowl favorite?
Super Bowl favorite. Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, the Bills they're getting injured easily. Those safeties and now Josh Allen. Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from them, from the healthy Chiefs, and they're better without Tyreek Hill.
I agree with that. Did the Bills not just head into Arrowhead and win?
Yeah, but they also headed into Gotham City, into MetLife, and they got killed.
I mean, isn't that team incredible? Are you a Jets fan or not?
We're actually an amazing team. I mean,
Yeah, so, I mean, not that bad of a loss.
it's really not that bad a loss, but they got outcoached. They got really outcoached. I mean, Ken Dorsey's a fraud. No, he's not a fraud. I'm not going to say that, but they definitely got outcoached that game.
Brian, your thoughts on this game?
Oh, Chiefs is the only right answer here. Jacksonville, this point, it was a confusing team at the start. I thought they would be maybe a playoff team, but right now, as I said earlier, they're not cooking right now.
Yeah, this Chiefs offense is unreal. I think something that deserves a little bit more credit is that the defense doesn't suck anymore. Like they were consistently a bottom 5 defense, I would even say, the past like 5 years. Now they're looking like average, which is incredible because the offense is obviously elite. Some guys I want to name. Chris Jones is looking like the best D lineman this year, or one of the best at least. L'Jarius Sneed is playing great. Nick Bolton and Darius Harris at those linebacker positions. So this defense is stepping up, not looking like they're carrying games, but they're doing enough to give Mahomes the room to work, and that's exactly what he's doing, and that's why they're looking so good. And obviously, the offense is just incredible. I'm not going to call Mahomes the MVP favorite. If Allen's out, fine, that's okay. But no, I gotta just to make a long story short, the Chiefs are winning this game. It's the Jaguars. They looked okay this year. They're looking a little bit better, but it's still the Jaguars. They're not going to be doing anything anytime soon. I hope they will be. I love Trevor Lawrence, but I got the Chiefs in this one. We'll move on to the next game.
Whoa. You love Trevor Lawrence?
Yes.
What about that guy do you like?
The potential. That's it.
He's just like the most bland player of all time. Like
I don't care. I think he's one of the best prospects we've ever seen. Who is
very systematical at Clemson?
Well, okay, then who wasn't and who's a better prospect than him?
Well, what do you mean by that?
Like Andrew Luck? That's fine.
Oh, you're just saying like just prospects?
Prospect, yeah, not player. He's sucked. He's an awful player in the NFL right now. I like his potential.
Joey Burrow's 2019 LSU season will be better than Lawrence's at anything he did in college.
Yeah, because that was the greatest college season of all time.
So he's a better prospect.
No, that's not how that works. Because he did for 1 year. Trevor Lawrence made the playoffs.
Lawrence, he's a systematical quarterback, is what he is.
Fine, that's fine. I can't wait for him to prove all you're wrong. Brian, you gonna go against me here?
He'll still be systematical.
I don't think he's the top prospect, but I'm trying to figure out who would like match up with him right now. I can't really think of anybody.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So,
yeah.
Jay Herb at Oregon.
No, he was not. Not prospect.
That Rose Bowl game was. Oh.
He's better. He is not a better prospect though.
Yeah, no, Lawrence is better, but I just want to throw out that Rose Bowl game was amazing.
It was. I mean, if we're talking Rose Bowl game, Saquon Barkley, that was one of the greatest things I've ever seen. Got to see that live, which was absurd. We still lost the game to USC, but
wasn't it Zeke Elliott's Rose Bowl game too?
Ezekiel Elliott had a Rose Bowl game. Yeah, I'm talking. Saquon had a game. I think it was 2016 or 17, where they played USC at the Rose Bowl, and he had one of the greatest runs I've ever seen a running back make. I'm talking 7 guys missed the tackle on him, and he ran a 60-yard touchdown.
I forgot you're a generic Penn State fan. So.
What does that mean? How are Penn State fans?
College football is if you're a college football fan, probably the most generic is Penn State.
The most generic is Penn State?
Yeah.
Is that just because we're in the tri-state area? Is that the only reason?
That and like the whiteouts, you try to like look cool and everything. Like, man, cool. You guys are wearing white shirts.
We're not good. So why is it generic?
You were good, and you're good right now. It's not.
No. If you're not making the playoffs, I don't want to hear anything about a team. And
it's a 4-team playoff.
I know. When it's 12-team and we're making it, fine. You can call me biased.
I also want to pull out for Will because he's a Stanford fan. This is in remembrance of him. CMC Rose Bowl game. That happened.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Yeah. Is
Will a Stanford fan?
He's a Stanford, Army, LSU, and Indiana.
No.
Yeah. I'm not joking. He was LSU for only 2019.
You could pick a different team for different sports. I'm fine with that.
I'm just Duke.
You could have one college basketball team, one college football team. That's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're like 4 teams of college football, that just makes no sense.
I guess that's what it. No, oh, for college, yeah. I guess like he likes Hoosiers basketball and then Stanford football.
All right.
Yes,
I hope he's sticking by Stanford football because they are atrocious right now.
Yeah.
So I hope he's sticking with that fandom.
But they've had some great players come out of that system.
Oh, they definitely have, but they've never been good. They have not looked good in a long time.
Brian, who do you like?
They're not doing so well right now, but they beat Clemson, Notre Dame.
That's not bad. I mean, they've always.
I mean, you want to talk generic, Jack?
That okay, yeah. I mean,
Notre Dame. Are you kidding?
That is very. Now I think about it, jeez.
That's worse than Penn State.
Yeah, it definitely is. I know like 30 kids that are Notre Dame fans.
Let's go. That's massive. Notre Dame basketball fan too, Ron?
Yeah.
Oh, and Duke beat them in the ACC championship. Remember that one?
I mean, Jack, can we really consider you a real fan when you're a fan of Duke basketball? Like, I feel like that's the easiest pick.
If you want me to go through my story, it's a crazy story.
You know what? Go for it. We got 3 of us here. The other 2 bailed, so why not?
So you know NCAA football 14 or 13, whichever one it was.
Yeah.
That old one. Yeah. They had the mascot mode back when that other co-host Will. I hate that kid. Like we were friends. We were friends back then. Sadly.
Okay.
So we always played mascot mode. I never grew up a college fan. Will, he was Stanford. So I was just like, you know what? This is how I'm gonna pick my team. I'm gonna pick the coolest mascot. I had hand to God, I had no idea Duke was that good at basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought the Blue Devil looked sick. And then the next year they won the championship. I've just loved it since.
Oh, that's just luck. Yeah, you thought a guy in a blue mask looked really cool, and then
I dressed up as a Blue Devil in like 2017 or something for Halloween.
Because because they win.
No, I would say I'm a certified fan.
2019, they should have.
If Saketh is like 8 NFL fans, why can't I just be?
Well, yeah, but we already go after him for that, so why not go? I mean, all right, hold on. Are you a Duke men's football fan?
I watch them sometimes.
No. I want the same fandom for football that you'd have with basketball.
Oh no, not basketball. I'm like watching recruits. I'm like looking up everything for the roster. Like, no, I'm not even like I don't even know the QB on football.
Well, all right, that you don't count. Then you're just bandwagon.
College basketball is like my second favorite sport, so I had dude.
That was the worst reasoning I've ever heard.
What do you mean? That's a great. I was like 10.
I can't believe that. Was it like a randomizer on the NCAA football game, or did you just like?
No, I literally just scrolled through all the mascots and I just picked the best one.
It's just a guy in a blue mask, man.
It's a blue. He's got a little horns coming out. Well, we don't love the devil.
And you were like, "Oh, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen."
We're not Devil fans, The hockey team. Let's go through all the sports, but
we're not going to do that. But all right, all right. We'll move on to the next game. We got the 3-5 Browns at the 6-3 Miami Dolphins over in Hard Rock Stadium. Brian, who are you going with?
There's only one correct answer here. It's the Dolphins. I feel like just their wide receiver duo with Waddle and Tyreek Hill. I feel like Tyreek Hill is still – I feel like I wouldn't say that he's better off with Miami, but he definitely looks like he's been like a big role in Miami's offense. And I feel like Waddle is doing insane too. But, yeah, I feel like Dolphins the only correct answer here.
I think it's pretty obvious. But, Jack, if you want to give us any reasoning.
Well, I'll throw out, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Saketh Kadori. He's here. If you can add him to the screen.
I think he might have just left. I think you popped in.
I had a grand entrance for him.
I don't know where he is.
I have a hot take incoming.
There he is. Welcome,
Saketh. Here we go. What's up?
It's great of you to join us, Saketh. I really appreciate it.
I promise there's a good excuse that
right
I will not tell you guys on the show right now.
It's okay. It's okay. Will isn't here, so it's fine.
Yeah, I was actually, that was the reason I was late. I was actually mourning that he wasn't here.
Oh,
okay. For 45 minutes?
Yeah, no, really sad times, when a valuable member of this show goes missing like that. Wasn't the happiest. We do a lot to make fun of him, but yeah, I couldn't really bear to see him gone.
All right, that is incredible acting. So I feel like I'm required to say Will is not missing. He's currently at Kairos. Just gotta throw that out there. Sakets is an incredible actor, but
Wait,
he
what?
is still.
He told me he was going to Indiana and not to text him.
What? What?
He told me he was on a mission to find a better coaching staff for his Colts.
Oh, no. He's a big Jeff Saturday fan. I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that a little later. Yeah, Jack, I think you were talking about the Dolphins.
Yeah, my hot take incoming. If this defense can actually settle, because it's horrible. It might look good on roster, but they keep giving up points. If they stay what they should be on paper, best team in the NFL. They're the best team in the NFL.
I don't want to call the defense horrible. Like they're definitely
They're giving up a lot of points. I mean, like, what was it, 35 to the Bears or whatever?
They're playing a lot worse than they should be. They're still like a top 20 defense, which is not what they were expected to be. Like, what are you saying with horrible?
They're undefeated with Tua too. So Tua too.
Oh, Tua might be the most underrated guy. I mean, he's looking like an incredible quarterback.
Yeah,
he's like top 3, top 5 this year. Him and Gino are just
yeah.
What's the cat?
Was not what'd you call him? Top what?
Top 3 or top 5 quarterback this season.
Oh no!
Wait, it's PFF week because Will isn't here and he's number 1, right?
And I have no idea. I'm just saying that.
Oh Lord!
I'm pretty sure with my PFF, knowledge.
I show up 30 minutes late and the world is about to crumble.
He
Lord.
is, Jack. That is a great shout.
Thank you.
Is.
That was
We're not acting like he doesn't have Tyreek Hill in his receiving core.
And he's still playing. I mean, so did Patrick Mahomes. Does that make him a terrible quarterback?
No, I'm just saying top 3 is crazy. He is not top 3 to top 5. I can name 5 guys better than him right now.
This season.
He's not even the best quarterback in his division.
Well,
he's not.
He has Josh Allen.
Dude, I think we can argue there's 5 better in his conference.
Here, let's go. We're here for
Okay, ready? Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes.
I'm fine with that too.
Justin Herbert.
Nope. We're talking about this season.
This season?
Oh, this season. Okay. If we're talking about this season.
He is not a top 3 quarterback in the NFL.
Okay. I think I can still name it'll get a little bit better.
Yeah, he's having a good season. Like, come on, let's not doubt him.
Just admit it.
Okay. See, that changes the conversation a little bit. If we're talking about he just like top 5, he's not the top 5 quarterback in his conference.
Like overall or this season?
Overall. Season's still young though.
He is still young. If he keeps it up the entire season, he will definitely be top 5 in the AFC.
Like for the season.
If he keeps up what he's been doing for the rest of the year into the playoffs.
You got to specify. Are you talking about overall or this season?
Overall. All right. It's confusing. So if he keeps up what he's doing right now for the rest of the season, next year he will be considered a top 5 AFC quarterback overall.
Because Lamar Jackson won't be in the AFC.
That's also true. That helps it.
Or do we think he's not getting re-signed now?
I wouldn't if I was him.
If I was Lamar, I would not resign. And not
they are not giving.
Okay, assuming Lamar resigns. Assuming Lamar resigns, we have Josh Allen, right? Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert. We'd have Lamar. We'd have Burrow. We'd have who else would we have?
Like this Herbert Tua is actually a conversation at the end of the season.
It is, and I just said if Tua keeps up what he's doing the entire season, and Herbert stays the same way. I mean, Tua is better.
Justin
than
Herbert has been throwing to plumbers, and he's like injured.
Whoa.
You could tell he's injured.
Josh Palmer is a solid receiver.
Have you watched their last game? Have you seen the drops? Have you seen the drops, Jack?
I was watching the Jets kill the Bills. So
okay, but I want you. I'm giving you a homework assignment. Okay.
after
this show, you're gonna go and you're gonna count how many drops were in that last game for the Chargers. Please, for the love of God, please. And you tell me that is not the product of Mike Williams and Keenan Allen missing time.
Well, They're
You
never
know what? What?
Those two are never on the like. I hate Keenan Allen. I will never draft him in fantasy football because he's never on the field. So
Wait, he's probably one of the most consistent receivers we've seen. He's having an injury-prone season, yeah, but like historically, he's been great.
yeah, of course, but no, just no.
What? What?
Like just no. Like I don't like him at all. He's bald. You know.
All right. Well, I mean, what are we doing now?
I think we're just trying to make up for Will at this point.
Yeah, I really like it's.
We're trying our best to fill in Will's horrendous takes. But
Yeah,
and
there's
we
my-
still
there's my
want Blue
horrendous
Diamond to sponsor us. If that wasn't clear.
yeah, we'll have that little segment.
We'll have
In a little
Will's we'll read his will.
Yeah.
Will's
Will's
good, I
will
like
be read. Will's will be read.
There you go.
So Kath, real quick, I want to run you through just to make it easy on Jack for next week's episode for the records. Just run us through your picks real quick. We got this game, Falcons at Panthers.
I got the Falcons. That's easy.
Got the Seahawks at the Bucks.
Ooh. Give me the Hawks.
All right. We got the Vikings at the Bills. It's a great
Ooh.
game.
Do we know if Josh Allen's playing?
We don't.
We don't.
We can change afterwards if it makes you feel better.
Okay, if we can change, if Josh Allen plays, I'll take the Bills. If not, I'll take the Vikings.
All right, that's fair. Lions at Bears.
This one's also hard for me.
Oh, how's this guy's?
I'll go with. What'd you guys pick?
Doesn't matter.
I think we all want the Bears.
I want with the Lions.
I want to be
Brian wants
different.
Lions.
I'll side with Brian. I got the Lions.
You.
We got the Broncos at the Titans.
Jack, last time I checked, your win percentage is lower than mine. So
I don't know what a win percentage is. Never heard of that. Chadwick,
yeah, but obviously I can tell by your record.
No. Yeah, show it, Chadwick.
Oh, there they are.
Oh, there we go. What happened?
That's our starting point now.
What?
It's definitely
No,
not
okay.
because the records got lost. That's just where we're starting.
They didn't get lost. I recalculated them for you. You know what? Next show, I'll have them ready for you. Okay.
Sounds
fine.
good.
It's fine. I had a good week.
Where are we at? So you got Broncos at Titans.
Russ playing.
Why does it matter?
I think he is like easily, but
I mean, because Russ over Ripey still. Whatever, however you say his
he
name.
played in London. Why is this a
Did he?
question?
Okay, give me Russ. Give me the Russ and the Broncos.
Ew. Gosh.
Even Brian didn't pick Ross.
Not him. I had his jersey on. I didn't even pick him.
All right,
That's
fine.
good.
We got the Jags at the Chiefs. If you pick the Jags, it's pretty much like you're picking the Broncos in the last game.
Give me the Chiefs.
We got the Browns at the Dolphins, which is where we left off.
This one's not hard. I got the Dolphins.
There it is. I don't think I gave my pick, so my pick is also the Dolphins. So now we'll continue with Saketh finally joining us. Next game we have the Texans are 1-6-1 heading to MetLife. Giants are 6-2. Brian.
Giants. It's I can't even argue about it. Like it's the
Shame on
Giants.
you for even putting this on the board. You just all four of us Giants move on. Let's go.
No.
You're gonna sit
Joe.
here and tell me the Texans are gonna win, Jack.
in MetLife.
You're
mean,
gonna
no.
sit here and tell me that the Texans are gonna take this.
I'm
game.
not saying they're winning, but it's gonna be a closer game than you think.
No.
I agree with him.
The team looked good against the Eagles. They look good. They did.
I agree with him, man.
Well, the Giants are coming off a bye week. They're both coming off a long preparation. So I'll take the Giants just because Dable's a better coach. It's the only reason.
I think it's a harder pick than some people think.
Thank you.
I'll still.
I'll
Oh
be-
man,
I wouldn't be
I am
Say,
legitimately
it, Chad.
considering
Say the
this.
Texans. I dare you.
I
Say
wouldn't
the
be surprised if
Texans,
the
I dare
Texans
you.
win. Like I wouldn't be like, oh my god, upset. Like
I still think it's more likely that New York comes away, but man,
Say the
that-
Texans. Please say the Texans.
I won't. I'm gonna say the Giants. The Giants are gonna win, but it is gonna be very close.
You are all talk, no game. Pick the Texans, please.
what?
No,
Please.
I still
Okay.
think the Giants are gonna win, but I cannot wait for the Giants to win by one possession or maybe lose, so that we
Yes.
can bring
If
this
they
up next week.
lose, then we're crowding the streets.
Yeah,
See, this is just a Jets fan and a Cowboys fan tag teaming
What
me
is
right
that?
now.
What does that mean?
It's just. Anyways, it's gonna be the Giants. Easy. I'll say at least 2 possession win.
Have they even done it this
Oh,
season?
all right. So yeah, they win by 9 points. What an incredible victory for the Giants.
Okay, listen. It will be a commanding victory for the Giants.
Nope.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. And when
All right.
it happens, I want you guys to all write me a formal apology.
I've already had to write a formal apology to Jeremy DeCaro and his QBing skills, so I'm not doing that again.
Oh no.
Yeah, I doubt him. I texted him in our group chat. I was like, "Yeah, we're totally losing the Bergen or whatever." What was the Pope John? And then he made me write an apology. It was like 2 paragraphs.
I respect that.
That will not be your last apology after this weekend. I'll tell you that much.
All right,
fine.
we'll move on. We'll move on to the last 1 o'clock game. We have the 3-6 Saints heading over to the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 2-6. Brian.
I'm gonna pick Kev's favorite team, the Saints.
One of.
No, stop. Why do you have to take shots at me?
Jack.
Well, who is back for the Steelers?
Dude, we do not know.
What I told you. Whoa. TJ Watt is back.
Is he back this week?
He is fully healthy and back,
that's
practicing
very fun.
all week.
Then
Steelers.
pick the Steelers. Pick the
Yeah.
Steelers.
Yeah, I'm picking the Steelers. What you guys do against the
there
Ravens?
we go.
Absolutely nothing. You did nothing against the Ravens.
There is a clear IQ gap in the tiers. Of
What do you
Ravens.
guys do against the Ravens? What are you talking?
There is a large IQ gap between us, right? You know, I think me and Will have some of the highest IQs on this show.
You're siding
And then-
with Will after he makes
And
fun
then
of you.
follows Brian, and then there's a sizable gap with Jack, and then another huge gap in Chadwick's all the way at the bottom. So yeah.
That makes sense. That's why I was that's why I'm first all time and
No, you lost the ranks, right? You lost the ranks.
Now I'll go back to the episodes and I'll figure out who's first.
Okay, there we go. I like that.
All right, perfect. So Saketh, who are you taking?
The Saints.
I'll go Pittsburgh.
Say it, Chadwick.
Yeah. Is it really that outrageous? I mean, they're 3-6 and 2-6.
It's the
Saints are not good.
Steelers. It's the Steelers.
It's the Saints. Well, like, what are we talking about?
You guys the Steelers have a guy named TJ Warren starting over their first round pick from last year.
I mean, Najee is horrible.
He sucks.
Okay.
He's terrible.
Yeah.
So
And he's
TJ
not
Watt-
playing. Sucks.
whatever that guy did.
Their offense sucks. They're not beating the Saints. That's it.
Well,
TJ
Well,
Watt
so
with
is
at
Saints-
least 3 sacks.
What?
It's good. It's going to be like a 12-6 game.
Yeah, it'll be very
With the
low
Saints
scoring.
coming out on top.
No.
Okay.
Wait, Ben, who'd you pick?
I went with the Steelers. In Heinz or whatever field it is now. I don't even know what the name of it.
Yeah, it's like something weird.
What, the
Yeah,
Saints Stadium?
Crypto.com or
No,
whatever.
that's
I don't know.
Mercedes-Benz. We know that.
Yeah. Oh, the Steelers? Yeah, it's
It was Heinz. Giant ketchup bottle was iconic. Now who knows
And the
where?
player.
Yeah, that's true too. And now who knows where it went?
no, it's probably
next-
like injury stadium or something. I don't know.
It probably is. We'll start off the 4 o'clock slate. We got the Indianapolis Colts, who are 3-5-1, heading to the Las Vegas Raiders, who are 2-6. And real quick before anyone says anything, Jack, I believe Will has a message for us that he wants to share.
Well, about that, I just looked through our chats. I can't find it. Can you guys find it anywhere? Because I have no idea where it is.
This is
So
a
irresponsible, Jack.
great look.
Yeah, this
So
is.
irresponsible.
I didn't think to save it.
You know what? Will emailed it to me.
Oh, okay, good.
That's good.
So maybe I'll talk. Like
Would you like me to read it? Because I feel like, Ben, you're going to try and hide the rhetoric and...
We're gonna have Jack read it. I believe Jack has something special planned for us.
Okay.
So Jack, I'll share my screen for this.
Okay. Yep.
All right, there we go.
Okay.
All right.
I know the fans who tune in want to tune in to watch me change the world one take at a time may feel empty seeing
We get someone who can actually read.
This is the worst thing I've ever read. What is
Jack,
this?
is it too small?
Yes, definitely.
It's not too small.
I'll just send it to you then.
I can't. I mean, and like this foam head is going through my head.
Oh yeah, I bet that's why.
Sakath,
All right,
no one cares.
I emailed it to you, Jack. Give us a bit of a better performance here.
It's just no email.
Take your time.
I said there's no email. I haven't got
Well,
any.
yeah, Ben. In the meantime, we could talk about how the Cowboys are a utter disappointment.
That's our next game, so we'll see.
Here we go. I know the fans who tune in to watch me change the world one take at a time may feel empty seeing their hero not on the screen. For that, I say rise up and make fun of Sakath and Chadwick. I'm gone on Kairos this week and can't be here to yell about how the Jets are gonna get bailed out this season. Good win, proud of you guys, but your offense sucks and is the epitome of a joke. The Colts are now once again contending for the Super Bowl with the most dead weight of all, Frank Reich. I hope the next time I go to Stop and Shop, I see him bagging my groceries because he doesn't deserve a job in any competitive football league. Another note, Sam Ehlinger is not bad, and you're only letting yourself believe that because you don't understand why he's performing so poorly. Frank Reich was and forever will be, forever will be a bum and made him look bad. Last thing I have to say is Blue Diamond Almond thinks they're too good for us with their 2K followers on TikTok. That will never change how good their almonds are. If you want to have a physique unlike those of Jack Kemmler, eat Blue Diamond. Sending my love to all those who don't walk up to me in school and ask if I've lost my mind. Thank you.
I cannot believe you said that last line. Good for you,
Well, yeah, I mean, and I want to talk a little like Will a little more. Let's just Frank Reich, he's gone. He's finally gone. The worst head coach in the league. It's Sam Ehlinger's season. The O-line, it's going to magically get better.
He's not the worst head coach in the league.
I mean, Pittman, top 10 receiver. Alec Pierce, best receiver in his class. Olave, Garrett Wilson. Who's that? Jonathan Taylor, now the best running back in the league. O-line, it's going to be amazing now. Sam Ehlinger, he's turning into like a Justin Fields times. I don't even like Mahomes and Josh Allen. He's them three together. The defense has always been amazing. Shaq Leonard, my favorite player in the league. And that's it. We're going to the Super Bowl. And we'll probably beat the Eagles by like 2 scores.
That's some great points in there, Will. Really appreciate that.
Is Jack back?
I think Jack is back.
So yeah, Sam Ehlinger still sucks. Frank Reich sucks. Jeff Saturday is a nobody, and Peyton Manning put him in his place back when.
Jeff Saturday was a below 500 coach in high school.
Yeah, Jeff Saturday got yelled at by Peyton Manning because he was calling plays that were just bad.
Yeah. The only reason Saturday is available to coach right now is because his high school team got knocked out of the first round of the playoffs. And they saw that and they were like, "Oh, that's our future guy. That's the Indianapolis head coach right there."
I mean,
I honestly think, like, considering how bad your football knowledge is, even you would be better than Jeff Saturday.
What? Whoa! Why are we on Chadwick now?
Oh, I thought you said Jack. That was just me.
No, I said Chadwick. Nope.
Oh, that was what?
I said, there's Jack, then a sizable gap, and then there's Chadwick in dead last.
I mean, I don't even know where that came from.
Like,
Saket joins 45 minutes late and just starts taking shots out of nowhere.
I think about Jeff Saturday, like, if it somehow works, the bad thing, like, if it works, then, like, these players are going to start retiring and they're just going to become coaches because it's going to turn into a trend if this actually works. But there's no way it works.
Saturday might be the closest thing to Steve Nash of football.
Yeah, that is a great comparison. But also, I mean, Steve Nash was a point guard that ran the offense. Jeff Saturday was a center.
Center's an important position. It is.
But he didn't run the offense. He had the smartest mind in football ever.
I think Irsay is just thinking, like,
second smartest mind.
If our O-line is good, then our team is good. So we get the best O-line we've ever had in our franchise. Instead of Quentin Nelson. But
honestly, they should have just gotten Arch Manning. That might have been the move.
The 16-year-old? How old
Like
is
the
he? Like
17-year-olds?
Yeah, the 16-year-old. He might have been an upgrade over Jeff Saturday.
He probably would be, but it is currently illegal. So that's the only unfortunate part.
Yeah.
Guys, I want to throw something out there in defense of Frank Reich. So I'll just run you through his years as the Indy head coach and the quarterback that he dealt with and the outcome that he had. So 2018, his first year, Andrew Luck's last full season, they went 10-6 and lost in the divisional round. All right. Then he had Jacoby Brissett. He went 7-9 with Jacoby Brissett. He had a 39-year-old Phillip Rivers. He went 11-5 and lost in the wild card. Then they traded a first-round pick for Carson Wentz. They went 9-8. And then a 37-year-old Matt Ryan, who you had to bench because his arm was falling off of his body, he went 3-5-1. How much of this is Frank Reich's fault?
About like 15%.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine with me.
I mean,
Everyone's saying that this is complete Frank Reich. Those quarterbacks are atrocious. Besides for Andrew
I still
Luck.
think Nathaniel Hackett was a worse coach.
definitely.
Yeah, so do I.
Easily. Josh McDaniels is the worst coach. Like,
Frank Reich is nowhere near the worst coach in the NFL. The Colts should be happy to have him. It's just the GM has these awful pieces that he's throwing at him. I think the Frank Reich hate is way too much against him right now.
he'll definitely get a job.
Colts, we're being honest. The Colts are a good quarterback away from being contenders.
Yeah.
If we're being honest.
Oh,
Well,
Their supporting cast is pretty strong.
what do you mean
I
by
don't know about Super
what do you mean
Bowl.
by contenders?
Well, okay. When I say I'd say playoff locks, not contenders.
Okay, that's
I'm
fine.
fine with that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
The AFC's a little too good for that.
Yeah.
If they get like a Bryce Young, a CJ Stroud in the draft this year, and he could turn into someone, they could be very good. But who knows whoever their coach will be next year, whether it's Saturday or whoever else they want to bring in, Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne,
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning will be an incredible coach. But
He's
if I was
Marvin
in
Harrison coach now?
what happened?
Is Marvin Harrison coach?
I think.
No.
I
I
think
was just
Phil
throwing out
Rivers.
names. They just want players.
Isn't Phil Rivers coaching high school? He might be.
I think he is. Yeah.
So
I'm guessing
Phil
he'll be better
Rivers.
than 3-7. So why not get Phillip Rivers?
Yeah, lock it in. Phil Rivers.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, honestly, I think Brian Dable could run two teams at the same time better than Jeff Saturday. could
Okay,
run.
this is too far with this Brian Dable stuff.
Yeah, that's a good point to just get our picks in. So, Brian, Colts at Raiders. Who do you have in this one?
I'm very disappointed in my not my Raiders, but I'm disappointed in the Raiders. But I'm gonna pick them again. The Raiders.
All right, Jack.
We talked that whole time. I did not realize this matchup and how bad it is.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I guess the Raiders.
There's a couple great matchups, and then there's a couple just doozies, and this is definitely one of them. Kath?
I am a fan of Devontae Adams. He did great last week. I don't think the Colts have enough offensive firepower to stick with the Raiders. I got the Raiders.
Sam Ehlinger is the worst starting quarterback in the NFL. Give me
No,
Las
PJ
Vegas.
Walker might be worse.
Whoa!
I think it's close, and I think it's PJ Walker better right now.
Did you see PJ Walker's dime to DJ Moore?
That was 2 weeks ago, and that was one pass.
At least he's showing signs of it. Like, he's showing signs of, like, hey, maybe I could be a quarterback.
Yeah.
Ehlinger does not look good. I'm not saying he can't be good in the future. Right now, he's awful. He's the worst
Yeah,
quarterback.
well, this is a pretty pointless debate. They both suck.
We're talking about 31-32. But, I'm going to go with the Colts in this one. 425, the Dallas Cowboys, who are 6-2, traveling to Lambeau Field. Packers are 3-6. Brian, I'll throw it to you first.
It's gonna be the Cowboys for this one.
Yep.
But Aaron Rodgers, I mean, he has all the talent. Just wide receivers are a big issue. So I feel like if they keep relying on the run, they're not going to be big. So Cowboys.
It's an obvious pick. Should definitely be 4 Cowboys picks. Jack, you're next.
It's sad to think about that in this OBJ pursuit of all these teams that the Cowboys are more favored to get him than the Packers.
Yeah,
And I was laughed at when I mentioned that last episode.
All right, because we didn't see Mike McCarthy and whoever else was like talking up his name now. So, but
Yeah.
the Packers, they should pay him like at least like $6 million, in my opinion. That's how bad they need him. He's better than Lazard. but they're 3-6. I think it's
Aaron
Okay.
Rodgers was also throwing to Casper the Friendly Ghost last week. It was bad.
He looked atrocious.
it's like Sam
Some of the
Darnold.
throws,
Same
like
ghost.
they were like 10 yards short, 10 yards over. Like it made
Yeah.
no sense.
He was doing his best Dak Prescott impersonation.
All right, well, who are you gonna pick here?
Wait, I
Well,
didn't pick.
since Will is not here, I want to say the Cowgirls.
I mean, just trashing the starting quarterback and then pick their team. You gotta love it.
They're playing the Packers. I mean, like, what do you want me to do?
Jack, did you make your pick?
I just want to say that like it's not an impressive win for the Cowboys. Like Chadwick, don't get all like
I won't.
Jubilee or whatever the word is. The Jets are better. Give me the Cowboys.
Oh, we can.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm joking.
Well,
You better be
okay. All right,
joking.
cool. Because I thought like there's a little bit of an argument there, but you just folded immediately, which is great.
Well,
Guys, Tony Pollard is the most underrated running back in the league. He is miles better than Ezekiel Elliott. I've thought this since he was drafted, his very first snap in the NFL. I've continued to think it the entire time. People are finally starting to join me on that boat. Nonetheless, Zeke, still one of the highest paid running backs and still one of the most mid running backs. But hey, he's still the number one guy according to Jerry Jones, making the team worse.
Yeah, you guys have a really talented front office, really MVP level season they're having right now.
They're incredible drafters, but they draft awesome guys and then just don't play them.
Yeah.
They just get so much talent, and then they're just like, oh, we want to stay loyal. Loyalty is the worst thing in sports in general. You cannot be loyal at all if you want to be a good team.
Yeah, please defund Zeke, defund Ezekiel Elliott. That's what.
Please just cut him. Pay the fine that you have to pay, the tax, whatever it is. Get him off the team. He's an average running back now, maybe below average. He's not good.
I mean, talk about like loyalty. This is a little off topic, but like, just play Lamar Jackson. I know we talked about it. Just pay him. If he leaves,
the Ravens, yes.
Like just please.
They are gonna have to pay him maybe like 30% more what they would have to last season because of what they're doing. He is having a great season.
And if he walks, I'm Joe Douglas with the Jets.
Please walk to the Saints. Or the Giants. Please.
The Saints.
Yes.
Dude. No, he's going
the
to
Saints are a good quarterback away from being a good team again.
There are there is a ton of teams that you could say the exact same thing for.
Like my Jets.
Yeah, Jets. I mean, we just talked about the Colts. You just have the Super Bowl contenders.
Oh yeah,
yeah, but they don't sign. He's out of their QB, liking zone.
Yeah, but I mean, Jack. Yeah, you guys.
I think the Colts will be more than happy to send Sam Ehlinger your way eventually. He might honestly, have more potential than Zach Wilson. Who knows?
No.
I'm just trying to mess with Jack.
I mean, Zach Wilson.
I'm just trying to mess with Jack, but
Jack is unfazed right now. Jack, did you even hear what the guy just said?
Went through this year and out the other. So.
All right, yeah, that's what I figured. I'll finish out my Cowboys take. I'll talk about Tony Pollard. Incredible. I love him. Michael Parsons, DPOY, lock it in. Malik Hooker playing incredible at safety right now. Leighton Vander Esch looks like someone. Trayvon Diggs is actually covering players like a cornerback should, which is awesome to see. I'm going to take the Cowboys. Jack?
Prediction here before our next game. In 4 years, the Colts starting QB will be Matt Stafford.
4 years? Are we sure he's going to be in the league?
Well, that's what the Colts obviously like. So.
Okay, that's fair. All right, that's a very Colts quarterback. That makes a lot of sense. We'll move on to our final 4:00 game. We have the 3-6 Cardinals at the 3-5 Rams in SoFi Stadium. Brian,
I don't like either of these teams. I feel like Buda Baker giving that speech maybe hype up the Cardinals a little bit.
Yeah, that made my spine tingle a little bit. I like that.
It was great.
But I feel like it's kind of tough with this one. But I mean, both teams are bad. I'm gonna take the Rams with this one.
Jack?
I'll go the opposite of him. I'll go the Cardinals. The Rams, they're just horrible. No run game. The pass game, except for Cooper Kupp, is horrible. and the defense is all top heavy. Their players that aren't getting paid 30, 40 mil are horrible. So give me the Cardinals.
I'm going to switch my pick real quick. I'm going to
Oh.
pick the Cardinals.
All right.
Yeah.
So Call of Duty just came out, and
That's-
you know, whether you want to deny it or not, what comes with Call of Duty is bad Kyler Murray. He will be playing Call of Duty this weekend, and that means the Cardinals will not be playing good. Cliff Kingsbury might also be one of those coaches who might be actually kind of bad and is kind of getting exposed this season. This one's kind of hard, but I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Yeah, it's in SoFi Stadium, even though it's probably the worst home field advantage in the NFL.
Yeah,
LA
it means
fans,
absolutely nothing.
They just don't show up for
that
either. of their
49ers
teams.
game was a joke.
It's awful.
Even the
It
Cowboys,
is-
there's more Cowboys fans in there. It's
yeah. Last year or a year or two ago, we played the Chargers, and there was a stat: 70% Cowboys fans.
yeah, they're
in the
just like
stadium for the Chargers
bacteria. They
game.
just grow. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, we're everywhere.
disgusting.
I really miss the St. Louis Rams. Like the
Well, I mean,
jerseys
what-
were nice as
The
well.
We're getting
jerseys
into
were nice.
St. Louis soon.
But I
It's
think
pretty much
St. Louis
guaranteed.
Rams, I think prime Tavon Austin. I love it.
And we want
Oh,
to talk about jersey. Top 3 jersey in the league. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Is the Chargers navy blue ones?
They're great. They gotta wear them more often.
Those are so nice. Ew.
No, Brian, no,
The highlighters.
not the highlighters.
Yeah.
I will throw one out there. I actually want to put it on the screen.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. The Miami Dolphins away retro uniforms.
Oh my God. Are those the teal ones?
No.
Their
They're
color
the-
rushes are amazing too.
every Miami Dolphins uniform is outstanding.
The color
But-
the color rush was like the best thing NFL ever did, and then they were like,
These ones are just incredible. I'll share my screen just to show you what I'm talking about here.
I actually like those Thursday Night Football Texans one with the red helmets.
One of the best uniform matchups I've ever seen was actually this season, and it was that Bengals Dolphins game. I don't know if you guys remember.
Oh, yeah, this was tough.
No. These are really good, but the teal
They're-
ones.
Their color rushes are better than this.
I think I like these ones better than the teal ones.
Wait.
The teal ones are incredible. Are these what you're talking about?
Let me see.
No, they're color rush ones.
Yeah, wait. Is it that one? I
No,
think so.
no, this is not it.
Why do you keep saying I'm not talking about that? Color rush. You don't-
Miami Dolphins color. These?
Ew, what are you talking about, Sakat?
Those ones are nice. Well, okay, they're not the best ones,
No,
but like
what are you talking about?
those are nice.
Sakat, the retros are way better. It's not even
Okay,
close.
the retros are better, but the color rush ones are nice too.
No, they're not. They're just puke yellow and orange.
These are
They're
bad.
No,
puke
Brian,
yellow
put the
and
jersey
orange.
down.
Come on.
Put the jersey. I'll take the Seahawks highlighter green over those by far. And I hate the Seahawks jerseys.
The
All right,
Dolphins
well,
were
I'll take
wearing
it over any Dallas Cowboys jersey. So.
the Dolphins were wearing like a 50th anniversary for the 1972 team, and it was those jerseys, and I was blown away. But I don't
Oh,
know.
I think they're the nicest jerseys in the league. Those white ones are incredible.
Yep.
Brian, besides the Seahawks highlighter green, is there another jersey? It could be Seahawks, but that you just absolutely love in the league right now?
Not right now. I feel like probably the Dolphins jerseys are pretty tough, but yeah, I kind of like the Rams jerseys. Even though, like, I like their home jerseys; they're pretty good.
The Best Buy name tag. You're not messing with that at all.
No.
It's terrible. It might be a hot take. Those Rams bone away jerseys are awful. Have you guys seen those? The bone jerseys that they wear?
No.
It's like bone marrow white is what they called it. They don't wear them too often because of how bad they are, but they are it's like a weird like off-white, like white. It's like a weird like grayish color.
Cincinnati's color rush is pretty good.
Some of the Steelers uniforms are underrated. So you guys
Oh, they're
remember
incredible.
they're like some of them are just iconic from like those Antonio Brown days. Those pinstripes, gold and black. I love those.
Oh, the Bumblebee jerseys are incredible.
Yeah, I love those.
I would say the top 3 jerseys in the league right now are those Chargers navy blue, those Dolphins, and the Bengals all white.
Oh, Bengals. Yeah, I completely.
You guys
forgot
didn't
about
like the Bears that much?
I can't
I mean,
think
which
of the
one?
Bears.
The Bears orange one.
I think so. Yeah.
Like those are gorgeous. They're so like ugly that they're incredible.
Yeah, like the.
What does that even mean?
You know what I mean.
I think you know what I mean. You mean
So ugly that they're incredible.
You think those are good looking jerseys? I can't say that about them.
Ben, you're so ugly. Those are just nice.
No, they're not. No, they're not. I think they're iconic and incredible jerseys, but they are not good looking.
Oh, I
Wait,
got.
are we talking about the Steelers or the Bears?
The Steelers.
Oh, I'm not talking about these ones. I'm talking about the
Bumblebee.
Oh no, not these ones. Yeah, I don't know what they're called, but it's like pinstripes.
Yeah, I just had that up.
Steelers.
So I got it right here.
Chadwick, I have
Yeah,
the
those
Dolphins.
ones.
I have
I
the
mean, like,
Dolphins one.
Okay, they're not the best looking, but it's like who else has that?
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's my exact point.
Okay, we call this so ugly. I mean, like the only thing so ugly is you.
All right.
Chadwick, go to my. Oh wait, I'm not sharing. Sorry.
I feel like Will's in the stream right now. I'm just getting roasted.
Go to my screen, Chadwick.
I got you, Jack.
Here we go.
Nah, you see, I like the away ones better.
No, you see the 50th thing right here?
Yeah. No, it's nice.
The blue is definitely better than the white.
Thank you.
I think, Brian, are you going to back me up or are you siding with them?
Brian, don't you dare.
I like
Don't
an
be
all white
rushed.
jersey. Like,
Let's go.
Oh,
Let's go.
I'm gonna take the white one.
They're just better. Both of them
Brian,
are
I might have to
incredible.
knock you down a tier in the IQ category. We're getting there. We're getting to that point.
You just know Siketh has a brutal list of everyone he's ever met, and he ranks them based on IQ. You just know he has that somewhere in his house.
Yeah, and you're all the way at the bottom, buddy.
Yeah, you already told me like 5 times, Siketh. You don't have to say it again. I don't think I made my pick. I'm going to go with the Rams. I'll side with Siketh on this one. So what does that say about my IQ? Who knows? We'll move on to Sunday Night Football now. We got the 5-3 Chargers at the 4-4 49ers. Brian.
This better be a clean sweep.
I'm gonna take the 49ers with this one. I feel like, I feel like their CMC. He had a big game. I think it was either last week or 2 weeks ago. I feel like he'll be continuing. And it's at 49ers Stadium. So, yeah, that's my take.
All right, Jack.
Say the Niners beat the Dolphins in whatever 2 weeks or however long it is. Hot take. That's not. I mean,
What are you talking about?
they're gonna go undefeated for the rest of the season.
Oh, okay.
List off the games then.
Well, it's Chargers. Then they have the Cardinals. Then they have the Saints, and the Dolphins, then the Bucks, and then the Seahawks, and the Commanders, and then the Raiders, and then the Cardinals.
There's some legit teams in there, dude. That's a flaming hot take.
Well, you know who's more legit? Kyle Shanahan and Christian McCaffrey.
I mean, yeah, they're the best team out of all of them, but I don't know if I could say that they're going to go undefeated.
Remember when you guys were flaming me for having them in my top 5?
Oh,
Well,
yeah, that
that
was
was good
terrible.
at Christian
And they're still
McCaffrey.
not a top 5 team now.
You don't think they're a top 5 team now?
No, they are 4-4.
The Seahawks
Chadwick.
hire them. And
Ben Chadwick, this is why you're at the bottom of that list.
they're not even number one. in the
What is this
division.
like imaginary list? Like this is
Yeah, Siketh, the IQ list, we need to get that on the screen somehow. But Siketh, they're a top. Where are they in your top 5?
Okay, well, obviously Bills Eagles at the top, right?
Yep.
And
The
then
Vikings are better. Yes, they are. Are you kidding me?
7-1, Sakat.
Are you kidding me?
okay, we're not gonna just look at record like from a
Ugh.
better team perspective. I
The
think
Vikings.
the 49ers can make a deeper push into the playoffs than the Vikings.
Oh.
That is not an atrocious take.
Yes,
really
it is. You're saying that the 49ers are a better team than Minnesota.
I'm saying they're better equipped to make a playoff push.
No. Top 5 teams in the NFL.
Okay, so yeah, I have the 49ers above the Vikings.
Chiefs are above the 49ers.
Yeah, Chiefs are above the Chiefs are above the 49ers. And then I'll put the Vikings in.
What happened to the Cowboys?
49ers are 4.
The Cowboys are just outside my top 5.
What about the Dolphins?
Dolphins are not in my top 5.
But the 49ers, they're not even.
Seahawks,
Yeah, Seahawks are number one in
Giants,
the division.
Cowboys.
None of those teams are in my top 5. Well, top 5 means top 5 teams, right? And I just listed 5 teams.
Ravens.
Jimmy Garoppolo is not winning a Super Bowl.
What'd you say?
Jimmy Garoppolo is not winning a Super Bowl.
He's not winning the Super Bowl. His team is gonna win one for him.
Nope, they won't. I can guarantee that.
Or
I can
not- they won't
guarantee.
win
When's
one
the last
for
time
him.
that happened?
They will give him a chance to win one.
No,
Listen.
they won't.
Listen, the 49ers have put the exact team that Jimmy Garoppolo thrives with, which is basically don't let him throw the ball more than 5 yards. Just give it to Debo and CMC, and it's going to work. They're a top 5 team. Their defense is easily top 2 to 3, right?
That won't win you a championship, though.
Yes, it will.
No,
Yes,
I'm
it
not-
will.
Wait, we're stopping right here. I'm not agreeing with that they're a top 3 defense.
You don't think
Yeah.
they're a top 3 defense?
They give up 44 or whatever to the Chiefs.
It's the Chiefs.
Oh, don't use that card.
It's the Chiefs.
It's an
It's
NFL
their top-
offense against an NFL defense.
A top 2 defense or
At-
top two offense against any defense is just like
Bills, Cowboys.
I feel like the Chiefs would have still
Patriots.
ran up the score against the Bills.
No. We're talking deep. So you think they have a better defense than the Cowboys and the Bills?
I think the Cowboys have the best defense, and I think the 49ers are tied with the Bills.
Oh man,
Wait, I just said a team. Who was?
you said the Bills.
No, I said a third team.
Cowboys.
Patriots.
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 You just said the Patriots.
Oh well, the Patriots are out of the equation right now. They're not making it to the playoffs.
Why would they be out of the equation though? For defense?
Because I'm saying the 49ers are better equipped to make a playoff push right now.
I'm not
Wow.
honestly, Jack. I don't know if the Patriots are a better defense, but because I think just defense in general is what we're trying to say.
I still think the 49ers are a better defense.
I feel like I
Dude,
mean
literally 2 weeks ago, there was a guy in a cast playing for the 49ers on defense. I can't exactly remember his name, but there was a guy in a cast playing
That's
for
how
this
desperate they are. They're not good. The
team.
Jets
No,
are.
that's
Jets
how
are better.
injured they were. That's how
Jets-
injured they were.
Jets defense. is
Stop
like-
bringing up the Jets. Do not bring up the Jets right now.
because they're
No,
this
not-
they're this close
Jack,
to the
Jack, I can't back you on this, man. Don't bring
Do
it up.
not
I-
do it.
No,
You
Niners
guys-
are better. They're
You
not.
guys
No, they're
get
better.
one player, and you guys think you run the league on
Quinn
defense.
Williams. Why do you forget about him?
Who?
Quinn Williams.
Okay, Quinnen Williams hasn't been like, oh my god, my mind is blown. No,
Yes, he has.
no, he is not. Okay, he's been good, right? But he is not better than Nick Bosa.
When did I ever say that?
I'm saying if you're comparing them to the 49ers, the 49ers have them beat.
I'm saying they're this close. They're this close.
Well, you guys also don't have a guy named.
It's the Niners versus the Bills right now. The Niners are giving up more points than the Jets did.
No.
I won't. I won't say that.
What about the Chiefs giving up? They gave up 44 to the Chiefs.
To the injured 49ers defense? Sure.
Who's injured?
I mean, Saketh, even a team like Denver.
Denver does not have a
Defense-wise?
better defense. Denver has a damn good defense. They are not better than the 49ers.
They have a good defense. I don't know what that other word you said was, but I couldn't hear it, so don't say it again. They have a good defense,
Yeah, they have
but
a
it's a
great
better
defense.
defense.
The Niners have a better defense.
I want to run through the picks real quick just to make it easy next week once again. So, Brian, who you going with?
49ers.
Jack,
Oh, the Niners.
Saketh.
Niners.
I'm gonna go with the Niners too. It's a clean
So what
sweep.
was all this hate about?
Because they still don't have a top 3 defense in the NFL.
That's not.
Okay, you guys will see. You guys will see.
Oh,
can't
guess
wait.
what?
And
Guess what?
I want a second apology letter when it happens.
Sure, go for it. We got our
Oh.
Monday night football game to end off the weekend. We have the 4-5 Commanders heading over to Lincoln Financial, the 8-0 Philadelphia Eagles. Brian,
What is it with these horrible primetime matchups lately?
they're terrible.
They're so bad.
This is such a hard pick. In Philadelphia, I have to go with the Eagles with this one.
Jack,
You know what, Saketh? Get mad at me.
uh-oh.
This is. Well, I'm not picking the Commanders. Oh,
Oh.
Oh, what?
it's
What
a
is that
one-score
built on?
game. It's a one-score game.
Oh.
Taylor
no.
Heineke.
Bad.
Taylor Heineke makes all these games close.
Oh,
Jack, we're
I
reaching.
bet Taylor Heineke. Here he comes. I bet they're scared and worried.
Yeah.
Jack, we're reaching.
Oh my
Come on.
goodness.
I mean, Taylor
Jack, you're
Heineke's-
moving. You are moving down the Chadwick tier after this week. It's getting
No.
bad for you.
No,
Yes.
Taylor Heineke is better than Carson Wentz. He
Who
just
cares?
is.
Okay.
Well, I
So
want
wait,
to apologize
then?
for that for how many
Oh
weeks.
my God, he's better than Carson Wentz. Whoa.
So now he's gonna almost beat one of the
I
best
want an
teams in the
apology
NFL.
too for you saying that whoever Heineke
I
was
still think
worse
Carson
than.
Wentz is better.
Yeah, give me my apology.
No, you don't deserve one.
Okay, but you do.
Taylor Heineke has not been that much better for me to sit here and write an apology to you.
If the Texans played that close to the Eagles in that first half, the Commanders will as well.
You have to be kidding me.
What?
I can't even give you a defense right now because that's how bad of a take it is.
I just said my defense.
all I
This
have
is
to
all
do is
over.
literally go in search of a box score and just put it in there, and it's you're finished. You're done.
Did you not hear my defense right there? Is it
Your
time?
defense was Taylor Heineke makes games close, and the Eagles should be worried.
I didn't say the Eagles should be worried. I
You
said
said it's a one-score game that
one score game.
that inherently means the Eagles should be worried. If it's
All
a
right,
They'll
so
probably be
Jack.
up, they'll probably be up like 14, and then they'll score a little cheeky touchdown at the end.
Jack.
One-score game.
All right. So the Eagles beat the Commanders 24-8 in one of the first games of the season.
Yeah, but
and that, by the way, was one of the better games from the Commanders.
Oh yeah. The Cowboys beat them by 15 the next game.
Okay, is that why you brought up the scores?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's out there, so why not just say it?
Ben
If-
Chadwick,
if the
you are a
Texans
Don't
terrible
move me
Eagles-
down.
host.
I'm already at the bottom.
You
I can't
are
move
a
down.
terrible host. Okay.
Don't move me. I thought we escaped Will for one episode. Can we not escape Will for one episode?
Yeah, I'd prefer a smarter host next time I come onto this show.
if the Texans fought with the Eagles, the Commanders can.
Oh my gosh. Can we? Okay, I have a proposition to make. If the Eagles win by more than one score, can you count that as a loss for Jack, please?
Whoa.
Jack, it's up to you.
Okay, but then
Put
Saqueth-
Jack, I'll have you
Jack gets
double
a
that.
loss?
Put your record where your mouth is.
okay, no,
put
but
your-
does Saqueth get a loss if they lose by a score?
Yes.
I'll do it.
All right, deal.
You guys
Deal.
both double down. All
Deal.
right.
Double down.
And what's
All right,
one
no.
score? 8 points.
What?
One score is 8 points. All right.
That's a one possession game. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'll cap it off. Eagles are winning by a commanding victory. It's not going to be close, Jack. I don't know why you're saying that. I won't double down, but
Didn't
it's
you
not.
say before the show you wouldn't be surprised if the Commanders win?
Yeah, that was. I didn't mean that. So.
He did mean that. Like I said, his IQ is down.
I'm Saqueth, I'm on your side right now. I
I
don't know
will.
what we're
I
doing.
will come here with a tier list next time. Okay.
Of what NFL teams?
No, of our group IQs.
I
Oh,
don't even want to hear that.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm convinced Saqueth, just like every single person he meets, he just puts them in one of the orders on his IQ tier list.
No, it's just like when it's like that bad. Like when I see Ben Chadwick's in the world, it's just like, man, it's like I pity you sometimes.
put me at
Commanders'
the
last
bottom of your
5
tier
games have been one-score games.
Okay, and they haven't been against the Eagles.
Yeah, none of them have been because they undefeated Eagles.
I don't care.
Okay.
One-score
All
game.
right, that's an incredible
When
reasoning.
you
by
when
our,
you get a
I gave
loss,
enough reason.
I do not want you coming in crying in the chat that you have a loss. Okay.
Why would I ever cry? If I lose, I lost 2 games last week. Okay, am I crying? No.
No, but I don't want to hear you whining when the Eagles win by more than one score, and then you say, "Oh, but I picked the Eagles to win anyway." I don't want to hear.
You won't hear that. Well, why would I say that?
Good.
all right. I think that's a great way to end the episode. Real quick, so it's just Eagles all around the board, but we have a little caveat with Saqueth and Jack. If the Commanders lose by less than one possession, Jack gets a win on his board. If they still lose by one possession or less, Saqueth will also get a loss on his board. And that'll wrap up the episode, guys. So
Wait.
episode what?
Do I get a win if they lose by a possession?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
you actually wait. Hold on. All right.
I guess I have to.
So
Wait,
if the
what?
Eagles win No. If they win by over a possession, you take a loss.
Yeah.
If they win by a possession or less, you take a win.
Cool.
And it's vice versa for Saketh.
So Saketh, the only way you can get a win is if they win by more than one score.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. And then me and Brian are just automatically going to win because we both picked the Eagles, which is great. All right.
Wait, hold on. Do I get a second win for hitting on that?
What?
No.
Oh.
You're going 1-0 or 0-1 on this game. That's all it is.
Oh, okay.
It's already in.
I'm just doing it just to prove Jack wrong. Okay.
All right. That's perfect. That's going to do it for my third try at the outro. For this week's episode of This Is a Football Show, Episode 8. Brian Burke, Jack Kemmler, Saketh Kodori. I'm Ben Chapman.